Hi friends, you're most welcome back to the Barbara Nachijoba YouTube channel where we talk about real life issues and monitoring and evaluation. Join the conversation on pressing topics and gain insights into effective monitoring and evaluation techniques, but also you'll have the opportunity to explore, learn, and make a difference in your life with us. So today we have a very interesting topic that we want to delve into. And this is a topic of taking accountability. And I know many people do not want me to talk about this topic, or they may not be comfortable listening to what I have to say today. However, in life, if we want to create the change that we need, if we want to achieve the success that we need to take a step forward and take accountability in our lives. Accountability for our actions, where we have gone wrong. We need to understand what happened, what was the reason behind the loss that we faced. And then when we are able to understand that, it gives us the opportunity to operate from a point of, experience moving forward by correcting where we went wrong and improving, and in the long run we are able to achieve the success that we need. Well, there is this saying that I keep hearing successful people say, that you get in life what you deserve. Take a moment to really reflect on this statement. You get in life what you deserve. So many of us we have put ourselves in a difficult situation by believing that there's an external factor that is responsible for our success. However, you, my friend, you alone are responsible for your success. And usually, what I've come to really appreciate about this statement is that it realigns you, or it puts you in a position to see yourself as the only solution to your problems, but also to take accountability for your decisions and your actions. Because oftentimes when things go wrong, the inclination is to say, I'm not responsible, or so and so didn't play their part, so that is why I failed here. Or some people even go an extra mile and they exaggerate. They're like, the world probably is against me, or no one helped me in my family, that is why I am where I am. Have you seen those people in your families who look at everyone else who has become successful and they start making statements of, those people were lent a hand, for us we were left behind, no one uplifted us, that is why we are down, we don't have anything to show for ourselves. So my friend, I do not want you to be in this category, because the worst thing that you can do to yourself is hold your life and put it in someone else's in someone else's hands. Because when you do that, that means that person is responsible for the direction that your life is going to take. It means that you as an individual, you have handed over your life, and the responsibility for change or for growth to that other party. And life as we know it is that there is no any other individual that is going to be as concerned about your future and about your life other than yourself. So we need to get away from the flip-flop and I don't know, today's economy, social media, there's so many things that we can blame for our failure to gain success. Some people are going to say the government is not doing their part, or the taxes are too high, but all these are just excuses. Recently I came across a meme that was saying that people who use substances will always find the money to buy the substances. They're not working, that is clear enough. They're not working on a daily basis, but eventually they will find the money to go and buy the substance, to go and get high. So how about you, an individual who is okay operating, without any other influences? How can you fail to take action, to improve your life? Or how can you say that you don't have the resources available to you to achieve your goals? So this comes down to, still, everything that we are blaming for failing to obtain success, it is just an excuse that we, sugarcoat to still take away the responsibility that we have to take as individuals to live the life that we really want to live. So my message for you today is, when things go wrong, be it at work, be it in your job, be it in your relationship, my dear, before you point the finger outside, remember the other four are pointing at you. As you're pointing at the other person, only one finger that you're pointing at them, the other four are telling you to check yourself. So it is important to sit with yourself and say, okay, which role did I play in creating this situation? And the beauty about that is that when you understand the role that you played as an individual, then you know where to start to correct the situation. Okay? If you've been living a life, you feel like you're unfulfilled, probably in regards to the amount of money that you're earning, the lifestyle that you're living, the kind of relationships that you're having, before you point a finger at external parties, if it's a relationship, before you point a finger at your partner, if it's work, before you point a finger at the work environment, before you point a finger at your employer, ask yourself, which choices or decisions have I made that have led me here? If it's the work environment that is an issue for you, you feel like this is the cause of why you're not performing, to the best of your ability. Why are you still in that place? It still comes down to that question. Because if the environment is not safe for you, ideally, if you're someone who is choosing to take responsibility and understanding what your role was in creating the situation, then you'll go an extra mile and say, okay, it is high time, probably I added value to myself and, up and left this place. Yeah? So remember, the power is always in your hands. There is nothing that happens in your life without you allowing it. And the moment you realize that everything is going to pivot, everything is going to change, because you will know that you are the creator, you are the one who has the power to write your own story, So, and oftentimes we get ourselves in spaces where we feel demotivated. You feel like the whole world, is on your shoulders. You feel like you can't move forward because of your mind. Your mind is telling you, and this comes back to our first video that we had about thinking big. We have to be very intentional about cultivating positive thoughts. When we think big, when we think from a perspective, from a space that is bigger than us, when we are dreaming big, it gives us an opportunity to reach higher. If you're thinking small, there's a high likelihood that you're not going to take risks to improve your life, because you're going to feel like, I am a small person, I cannot do this. You will think in terms of the constraints that we were talking about, and you will restrict your growth. But if you're thinking big in terms of, I can achieve anything, because our life as it is, God gave us a blank canvas, and it is upon us to paint this blank canvas the way we want it. So your life, as you're living it right now, you're not yet at the end of your rope. You're the creator. You're the director of this movie. So you can choose to take a totally different direction from where you have been in 2023, and in 2024 people will look at you and say, what happened to this person? So and that is the beauty of monitoring and evaluation. We need to monitor everything in our lives closely. Like I told you, your life is a project. If you can manage your life well, then even your other areas of life, be it work, you will see that there will be a totally you will have a totally different experience in all these other different areas, because you won't be living life for the sake of living, but you will use life as an opportunity to learn and to grow. And the more experience that we have, the better chances that we have at, acing this exam that is called life. So I call upon you to take accountability. Stop pointing fingers at external factors, because oftentimes you don't have any control of the external factors. If it is your partner in a relationship, you don't have any control, over what they think, how they choose to live their lives. You don't have that control. You don't have that remote button to change that person to think the way you want them to think, or to act the way you want them to act. However, you can change yourself. Either you can change your reaction towards what they're doing, or you can choose to approach whatever is going on from a different perspective. If you've tried solution A and it's not working, try solution B. If you've tried them all and you feel like this is not something for you, then you still have the power to say, I've had enough, I've given this my all, but it's not working. Probably I need to walk out and protect my mental health. If it's work, if it's a job, still this is the same story. Do try to make sure that you learn from every experience. There's always something to learn. Either it's even when it's a loss or it's been a success, there is always opportunity for learning. Okay, so that's all from me, my dear friends. I wish you all the best.